Hi, this is Shubhayan Chakravarti. With me is Debashish Sen. We are right outside the Melbourne cricket ground gearing up for the Boxing Day test. And yes, the Indian team had their second practice session at the MCG today. It was their second day of training, and they will have a rest day tomorrow, followed by another training session day after tomorrow on 24th. We'll talk about a lot of updates from the India nets, and of course, the biggest takeaway has to be Rohit Sharma's injury. He was hit on his knee, and yes, he was sitting there for almost half an hour, 40 minutes with an ice pack, and when he walked back to the pavilion towards the dressing room, he was limping slightly. Devashi Sen, what did you observe from there?
Yeah, but at least some sort of relief for the Indian fans is that Akashdeep in that press conference did say that it's nothing serious. Yes, you do get hit in the nets, but there was a bit of concern clearly, because every one of us who were
Even the physio
covering
was
yes,
taking a photo
yes,
of
yes,
that
yes.
knee.
We were a bit concerned as to what happened. But the good news is that tomorrow Indians won't be training. Day after tomorrow they would, and again 25th also they. So Rohit will have a considerable time to recover.
Absolutely, and not only he was limping, there was slight swelling also, because he was hit by a throwdown specialist who was bowling pretty quick at him, and yes, after that the physio walked towards him. The team analyst was sitting with him for the entire duration when he was resting his left knee, and then the physio walked in, clicked a photo, and they were all discussing. Rohit was seen in a slight discomfort. He was of course in pain, and of course it's going to be quite a eventful build up to that test. Of course, all eyes is on Rohit Sharma because of his form. He did bat, but not after that. After that blow, he completely took rest, but he did bat for a considerable amount of time before being hit. Debashish, what did you observe from his batting at the nets?
Yeah, he looked lot more confident today. I mean, Subhan, you were also watching, and today he looked lot more confident. Obviously, yesterday also he did bat for a long time. He had an extended session in the nets yesterday as well. So clearly you could see that mojo coming back. Obviously, it has to be reflected on the in the middle and come the Boxing Day test. But at least the preparation wise, he is looking good. I mean, and obviously there's an intent, as Shubhain in his report yesterday did highlighted that the focus was on leaving the ball, leaving the deliveries outside. Another talking point for today's practice session was Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj.
Yes.
The bowling spirits having a bowl today in the nets, and they bowled full tilt.
Absolutely, and they bowled for quite a long time. Bumrah, of course, not as long as what Siraj did, but yes, after taking a break from bowling yesterday, Bumrah was back at the nets today. Bowled to Rohit Sharma, bowled to Virat Kohli, to all Shubman Gill, he was breathing fire. Jasprit Bumrah has become a cult in Australia. Yes, Virat Kohli is a different beast when it comes to popularity and pulling people towards the stadium. But if I have to put someone next after Virat Kohli right now, then I think we have to put Jasprit Bumrah right up there because of his soaring popularity in that regard. The way he is bowling, people are even some of them are even labeling him as arguably the greatest of all time. Not a Indian pacer, but among top three, top five of all time great pacers. So Jasprit Bumrah, of course, will be another player to watch out for in the Boxing Day test, and of course, he has been the star of the show.
And Shubhain, obviously, if I may add a little bit, obviously, very few Indian cricketers has earned the respect
Right.
in Australia, and Jasprit Bumrah will rank way up there, alongside the likes of Sachin Tendulkar. Obviously, Sachin Tendulkar, we all know he has a huge fan following, much like Virat Kohli, and now
Right.
Jasprit Bumrah. In this particular team, if you have to pick two players, it has to be Virat Kohli and Jasprit Bumrah.
100%, 100%. And as I said, he has not only earned the respect of the Australian fans, but from the Aussie media as well. You see Scott Boland's press conference, Pat Cummins's press conference, Travis Head's press conference, Alex Carey's press conference, Nathan Lyon's press conference. Each and everyone have praised Jasprit Bumrah for his action, for his consistency, for his ability to take wickets in any conditions. Not only with the new ball, but whenever the team is in trouble, there's a partnership, the captain, be it Bumrah himself or Rohit Sharma, whoever is leading, they always look up to Jasprit Bumrah with the ball to give that important breakthrough. But another player, of course, now we have to talk about the batting unit as well. Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, they all looked really good. Virat Kohli is looking like, he's up for a mission, especially after that airport row and how the Australian media blew up that report and the incident out in Melbourne airport. I think that has fired up
Fire,
Virat
absolutely.
Kohli, and whenever there's a competition, whenever there's something fiery, Virat Kohli always stands up tall.
And obviously and you expect that Virat Kohli will come good, means
Right.
obviously when and that incident may have spurred the entire Indian team, means
Right.
and you could actually look out from the intent. Practice session were held yesterday and today as well. And talking about Virat, obviously one would associate that knock he played against Pakistan in the T20 World Cup, and that will rank right at the top. Obviously, Indians have won their last two Test
Right,
matches here at
right.
the
They're eyeing
G.
a hat-trick.
Yes, they are eyeing a hat trick, so that will be a huge boost to the confidence. And talking about the Indian batting, obviously you mentioned about KL Rahul is another batter. Means he has been a revelation. I won't say revelation. He has been the batter in the series for India. Means right from Perth, he has looked extremely confident.
Absolutely, and today also he looked so assured, so calm. He knows what he's doing, and I think he's one of the few batters in this entire Test series. I am talking about India and Australia combined, who has a clear game plan, who knows what to do out there, which ball to leave, which ball to play, which shot to play, the shot selection. And even today, the leader in KL Rahul, the experienced player in KL Rahul, is blooming in this series. We talked about his giving guidance to Yashasvi Jaiswal in Perth, but that has continued even at the Adelaide nets. In Adelaide, they did not stitch a good partnership so that KL Rahul can influence Yashasvi Jaiswal's shot making, and the same happened in Brisbane. But today at the nets, I saw KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal right at the middle of the nets when they were interchanging the nets and playing at the same nets. KL Rahul stopped Yashasvi Jaiswal and talked about a few things related to his batting. So that is coming out really well, and I think he's in the best shape of mind, best shape in terms of mental preparation and how he's feeling about himself. So that's something extremely positive that is coming out of this series for the Indian team. And of course, KL Rahul's role against the new ball, and I'm saying against the new ball because Rohit Sharma again today practiced
Yeah,
against the.
I was about to ask you
Yes.
that question, whether that's an indication that KL Rahul and Yashasvi will again bat at the box in the Boxing Day Test or
Yes,
not.
absolutely, Devashish. Even you saw Yashasvi and KL were batting in pair, and Indian team they have started this simulation practice since Gautam Gambhir has taken the charge. KL and Yashasvi were batting in the same nets. Shubman and Virat were batting in the same nets. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Rohit Sharma and Rishabh Pant were batting at the same net. So the batting unit, I don't think will be tinkered at all, because it is going well so far for the Indian team. They have had no issues. Of course, a pink ball test was an aberration. What happened in Brisbane, we can say the conditions, the conditions suited the Australian bowlers a bit more. But here also at the MCG, we saw the pitch today, and what we saw yesterday, the greenish surface. I think a lot of grass is gone.
Yeah, absolutely, and hopefully there will be a little more mowing in the lead up to the Boxing Day Test. But I would still feel that both the teams will be going with a lone spinner.
Right.
Means I don't see both the teams going in with an extra spinner. In that case, Nitish Reddy,
Right.
in all likelihood, might keep his place for the Boxing Day Test. Subha, in your opinion?
Yes, I think Nitish Reddy has done nothing wrong, especially when the top order and the middle order is struggling for big runs, consistent runs. I think Nitish Reddy, playing his first tour, making his debut in this series for the Indian Test team. I think the pressure was immense on Nitish Reddy. There was always, of course, criticism on social media regarding Gambhir's call to bring a untested 21-year-old into the setup who has not played a lot of first class matches. But that move is coming out really well, and Gautam Gambhir's judgment of talent to fast track Nitish Reddy is working out really well. He has batted really well, even in Brisbane when he was leaving the ball, playing according to the situation, helping India avoid that follow on or tire out the Australian bowlers. I think it has worked extremely well for Nitish Reddy. We have seen both the sides of his batting, whether aggressive shot making or that discipline, that patience to leave as many balls as possible. I think it has worked wonders for Nitish Reddy. Of course, he's a player who is still very raw, as mentioned by numerous players, senior players, and coaching staff in the previous press conferences. But he's a work in progress, we can say, in terms of bowling. But the way he's progressing, he's elevating his game according to the situation. I think
And this
it's a
this
great
this
sign.
tour to Australia will do a world of good as far as developing as a cricketer, being gaining more experience, the maturity. What means, obviously, tours like England and Australia shape a cricketer's career, and that has been the best part of Nitish Reddy so early in his career, coming to Australia for a series and doing well. That is what that matters. Doing well in your first overseas tour, and that too in down under. So Nitish Reddy will go back as a much more improved cricketer, and that augurs well for India.
Absolutely, and now it will be interesting to see what kind of combination the Indian team play. I don't think there's any need to change the playing 11, but let's see what the upcoming practice sessions have in for us. But right now, that is it from our
But
side.
there was a slight
Yes, of course, of
untoward
course. I was
incident.
I was coming at it. There's the Akashdeep press conference, which is available in our across all our platforms. But after that, or during that press conference, the Australian media tried to create another controversy. What that controversy is? Watch our 5 p.m. live show. You'll get all the details, including the versions from the Indian media, the traveling Indian media. Some of them have spoken to us, and you will see the entire report. What happened after yesterday? They tried to continue today as well. What is that? You'll get to know in our 5 p.m. live. So do tune it for that. And that is me, Shubhayan Chakravarti, with Debashish Sen outside the G. Thank you so much for watching.